Hello ladies and gentlemen. Now the other day for a video for research purposes, I was looking at the Steam page of WWE 2K24. That's when it caught my eye that this game was not mixed because right now it's 60%. This was like 3-4 days ago, and I was looking at a 44%, mostly negative rating for WWE 2K24, and that shocked me because, hey, this year, for all its faults, people like the game, rightfully so. We got a whole bunch of game modes. My Rise is decent enough, bunch of updates for my GM, so I was like, what gives? Like, hey, 2K20 could be this bad, right? Maybe people didn't like 2K22, 23, but this game, I mean, what's going on over here? And today I'm here to answer that exact question. Now again, as you can see, it's at 60% because this is caused by a problem with the game, a problem that's no longer a problem after the ending of the early access period of the game. As a matter of fact, I was faced with this problem myself, and if I got affected by it, I probably would have deleted my channel, stopped everything, man, because it's an annoying one. So let's do a bit of an investigation here. Let's go to the negative comments. By the way, look at them. That's 579 negative to 961 positive. So it's actually crazy, right? Let me get to the right side so you guys can see what's going on. This right here is a great starter. A review by SAS Shadow, and he says, great game, just a shame I can't access the DLC I paid for. Also, my save data is completely gone, thanks 2K. Now, we had this problem a whole bunch of times last year for various reasons. There were bugs that prevented you from continuing with your saves, so everything you did up until that point, you could have been playing the game for a week, a day, a month, a year. If you encountered some sort of bug that does that, rest in peace. But the thing is, that was something that you had to encounter. Maybe you did something and the game messed up or something like that, but this one right here, this save game being deleted, every single person, as far as I know, on PC was in danger of having this happen. And look at what 2K did. This guy played the early access version, and again, right at the release date, right when the game releases for everybody on Friday, this is what happens, right? You lose your save game. Actually, right before that, like the night before that. In my experience, I got on the game, I was gonna record a video for it, and you know, the usual stuff. I open it up and I'm going through the menu, and then when we get to the title screen right before I'm gonna get into the game completely, a screen comes up about the save game. I almost didn't look at it. Because, as you know, ever since 2K22, every time now there's an update, you have to update your save game as well, or else it's not gonna work. So the game would just give you an error saying like, hey, let's upgrade your save game so you can continue playing the game. That's what I thought it was again, because I've seen that thing so many times and I almost pressed yes. And if I did that, entirety of my save game, everything that I've done until that point would have been gone. Because what it was actually saying was, oh, looks like your save game uses these two DLCs that you don't own. So sucks for you, man, but we're gonna have to delete your save game. Screw you. And yeah, the cherry on top is the fact that I own those DLCs. So 2K tried to delete my save game, telling me that I don't own the DLCs that I do own. And they did this by just putting a yes or no option that anyone could just mistakenly press, and that's it. Just one button press, all the things you've done, game over. At least have the decency to warn people. Like if somebody pressed yes, bring up another screen, right, and say, are you absolutely sure you want to do this? And when they press yes, I'd ask them one more time just to be safe. But yeah, when I realized what was going on and read all the information, I was like, oh my god, hands off, close the game right now. I pressed no, I got out of there because I knew that 2K really messed up. This is completely unprofessional, by the way. Let's get this straight. It's embarrassing for a company the size of 2K to be making a mistake like this. Let's get that straight as well. But I knew that this was such a big F up that they would fix it very soon. So for that day, I closed the game, and I knew when I logged in the next day, we would be back in the game. And thankfully, that's what happened. The game told me, yes, you do indeed own the DLCs that you paid for, that you were able to use like a day ago. You can continue to use them. In fact, you can continue to use your save game as well. So some people who did what I did, they survived. People who, well, said yes to that option and lost their save game, they've lost it forever. And this is what I say as Shadow is saying. Man, you can't let me use my DLC that I paid for, and all my save data is completely gone. Thanks 2K, and 2K, as a response, gave us like a My Faction Roman Reigns card. And guess what? It's a locker code, so you have to go in the game manually and put it in. And that's how you get Roman Reigns in My Faction. It's a Roman Reigns you can't, like, it's not even a different version of Roman Reigns. It's not even something cool. And I think it's a Roman Reigns you can use like 3 times. I don't like my faction. I don't play my faction, but that's what I've heard. If somebody knows this for a fact, confirm it down in the comment section. So there you go. You've been playing the game ever since early access for 3 days, 10 hours, 15 hours. Screw you, man. Screw you. Here, take this crappy Roman Reigns and be happy with it. You know what else you could have done instead of doing this 2K? You could have given the Supercharger or whatever the hell that crappy DLC is called. It should be a cheat code in the first place. For free. Why would you like make people pay so people don't play your game? Like, do you have no self-worth? I'm getting angry again. Like, give that as, you know, unlockables as DLC. Even give the showcase unlockable DLC for free. That's when I know you're sorry. If you did that, you know, it would sting a little less. At least I won't have to go through the terrible showcase mode again. And even though my creations are gone, if I set up a universe mode, all of that is gone. I have to do it again. If I played My Rise, that's my GM. You know, all of those are gone. It hurts, but at least 2K tried something here. But nope, instead they just give you Roman Reigns. The entire situation is ridiculous, and the way 2K has handled it is not the greatest. Because imagine, some people bought the standard edition for, you know, 80 Canadian dollars. That's like, what, 70 US dollars. And they got screwed over the pre-order DLC, like the dashing Coderos and whatnot. But some people, a lot of people, as a matter of fact, if you look at my Don't Buy the V2K24 video, that was satire, by the way, that was sarcasm. So please don't come at me with pitchforks in this video. But yeah, a lot of people actually bought the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition, paying for the same game twice in a row. Jesus. Like, buy WWE 2K24, okay, I'm okay with that, but 40 Years of WrestleMania, I actually still stand behind the fact that this is too much. But people bought it, and they got screwed over. Here's another review by Brandon. Man, Brandon must be doing everything. Anyways, he spent all this money, all this time, and it all got wasted because the same game is deleted and he's soured on the game. Again, if the same thing happened to me, I would be in his position. I would like, screw this game, and probably come back a little later because I do content creation on the game. But other than that, maybe this is only PC specific. But yeah, that was the biggest reason why this game got down to 44%. And perhaps it was even lower before I came across the page. There are other things like bugs and crashes. Every year we see those. The servers being completely cheeks. Yeah, I've been hearing this a lot. Randy versus Seth. Thankfully, it didn't happen in mine, but this match was super glitchy on PC. And again, the classic, more like WWE 2K23 version 2.0 than a completely new game. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to our world. Get used to it. As a matter of fact, if you don't like the way things are right now, I would hate to see how you will react 5 years down the line when this is gonna be even worse. But anyway, speaking of 5 years, here's a video that took me 5 years to put together. WWE 2K Showcase Mode, 40 Years of WrestleMania. In just 1 hour, I added entrances, match endings, and actually made showcase mode fun to go through. In other words, I did what 2K was supposed to. But all you gotta do is to click on that video and enjoy. I'm getting out of here.